Sports science is still something that a lot of people is new for. Part of the day-to-day role involves monitoring the players, so we do a wellness questionnaire with them every morning to check that they're sleeping well, they're eating right. We use that information and have discussions and meetings as part of the medical and coaching team as well. So the sports science department is quite unique, where it fits into both the medical, the coaching department and a few other departments as well. So supporting performance analysis and amongst other things. So we monitor the players during training each day using a MEMS device system, or what people commonly refer to the man bra, and that basically helps us monitor how far they run, the speed they run, but also the stress that they put through the body. And then after training, we actually ask the players how they feel, how they define the training. So we're one of the only clubs that uses like research links in order to improve that quality of information that we get using differential RPE. So then after that, it's conversation with the managers, meeting with the head of medical, working as part of a multidisciplinary team, and providing that information to help inform us what we actually do on the pitch. So a lot of the role is planning, designing, and using information scientifically and smartly in order to get better results for the players out on the pitch as well. Part of my role is to help filter it down throughout the academy. So there's a great department up at the first team, including Matt, the S&C coach, Ruben, the fitness coach, and Rob as head of medical services, and Stuart that oversees within our specialisms the academy as well, and we try and implement our programs through there as well. So there's a lot of work done with Ali Hamilton and Ben Tempest and Sam Bowering as part of the academy system in order to implement that throughout the system as well. We want them to be able to have that easy progression throughout the club in order to help them ease into the transition. So for example, all the players in Spain will have the same tablet, same apps, same spreadsheets that they fill out every morning after every training session, and wear the same devices as the first team players. So for example, someone like Jared Bowen, who joined the club 2-3 years ago, we've got information throughout him in the academy setting so that we can see his progression to the first team level, map that out and see, has he been improving, how are we helping him improve himself, can we help him improve even further to make him a better player, to ultimately help us win a game on a Saturday. If I'm not helping out within the gym, because we help each other out all together as a department, then my job now will be going to download the units. So as we're doing this interview, I've set the units off to download to save myself some time. That'll be building a report, so we extrapolate all that data into our spreadsheets and monitoring systems in order to then inform the manager of specific information that he wants. We'll then have conversations. So there's also a rehabilitation group going on. So Ryan Mason, for example, we've got an individual specific report for him at the minute, looking at how we're helping him develop, not just from a physical point of view, but also from a cognitive point of view, where we need to make sure that we're stressing him to an adequate level mentally as well. So we monitor all that in order to get that. So we feed that back to the rehab fitness coach, the medical team and the manager as well, in order to help us design and make smarter decisions as part of our training program. Pre-season games, like we had the same system set up, so we were doing real-time analysis at the game for both the running stats, physical stats and also the heart rate information. So at any point, if the manager asks any questions as to how players are physically performing, we can answer them. But as you might have seen through some of the clips, it's an adaptation phase for the players at the minute, whereby we want them to be slightly tired, we want them to be not necessarily at the freshest, because that's what we're planning to do when it gets to the Aston Villa game. So after the game, so 45 minutes, 60 minutes, if players play that much, then they'll go off and do a gym session. If they play less, they'll do a little bit of conditioning, they'll do a little bit of gym work. And if they play more because it was the first game, then we taper it. So we try and use an individualised approach in order to make sure that each player, while we're working as a team, we're training each player as specifically as possible, and we do that as part of our department as well.